Welcome to Lesson 3 of Debian Mastery, the one where the file system stops being a mystery and starts being a map. Every Linux distro implements the FHS, but Debian does it with principle. Etc. belongs to you. Bin belongs to packages. Opt and obsar local are for outsiders, and opver is where the system actually lives. Learn this layout once, and the question, where is X configured, becomes a 5-second answer. By the end, you'll be querying dpkg like it's second nature. Forward, reverse, no guessing. So let's draw that map. The root has about 20 top-level directories, but only 8 matter to your daily life. The rest are kernel, processes, devices, mount points, all auto-managed. The trip-up everyone hits. Bin is for package binaries. OSR local bin is where your make install lands, and opt is for self-contained vendor blobs like Chrome or Spotify. 3 places, 3 rules. And the golden one, etc., is yours. Debian will never overwrite it without asking. And that promise has teeth. Look at Sysura, it's a kingdom of plain text, and notice the pattern. Every serious package ships a D directory next to its main config. Sources, list. Sudowars d, shdconfig d, SysAdmin. Drop a new file in there and upgrades leave your work completely alone. And when dpkg does find you've edited a managed file, it stops and asks, keep yours, take theirs, or hit D to diff. Always hit D first. Same principle, different mechanism. When you've got 3 JDKs installed and you type Java, something has to decide which binary actually runs. That something is extra alternatives, a farm of symlinks where bin Java points into alternatives Java, which then points to the real binary. Update alternatives is how you inspect it, and config gives you a TUI menu, while set is what you reach for in Ansible. Same trick works for editor, pager, Python 3, even iptables. Now, where does third-party software actually live? 2 answers, and Debian draws a clean line. USR local is for stuff you built yourself. Configure, make install. And it mirrors the FHS layout with its own bin, lib, etc., and share. Opt is for vendor blobs that ship as a self-contained tree. Chrome, Spotify, anything that wants to own its directory. Rule of thumb, source you compiled goes to wash at our local. Vendor drops go to opt, and nothing ever goes in OSR bin. That's dpkg's turf. From static binaries, we move to the living, breathing part of the system, var. This is where state accumulates, logs, caches, package databases, mail spools, system's own bookkeeping. Var lib holds dpkg's worldview. Var log is where you go when things break. Var catch is disposable, and var spool still moves mail and cron output the old-fashioned way. And when var fills up, and it will, usually at 3 a.m., you know the drill. Check log sizes, run apt clean, vacuum the journal, and lean on log rotate. We'll get deep into logging in Lesson 11. Now for a tool you'll meet maybe twice in your career, but when you meet it, nothing else will do. dpkg divert solves the deadlock when 2 packages claim the same path, or when you want a custom-init script that survives every upgrade. You tell dpkg to rename the original with a distrib suffix, then drop your file at the real path. List diversions with list, and to clean up, remove your file first, then rename, remove. And before you reach for it, check if a drop-in directory or update alternatives already solves your problem. Usually one of them does. Diversions are the exception. Day to day, you live in 6 commands. The pair that pays the rent, dpkg, L lists every file a package dropped on disk, and dpkg S tells you which package owns a given path. Memorize those 2, and the system stops being a mystery. Apt file extends the same question to packages you haven't even installed yet. Locate gives you index speed. Find gives you real-time accuracy. And share doc is the README the maintainer wrote specifically for you. I will read it. And once you've run dpkg L 100 times, you stop needing it because the pattern burns itself into your fingers. Look at the table. Nginx, Postgres, sh, Docker, systemd, fail to ban, 5 different services, 1 identical layout. Config under, etc., logs under, var log, state under, var lib, docs under, usr, share doc, package name as the directory. That's the whole game. Learn the shape once, and every new package you install slots into the same 4 boxes. But knowing the layout isn't enough. You also need to know where it bites. 5 gotchas, all from real pager incidents. var fills up because journaled has no default cap and apt never cleans itself. Editing under usr share gets silently wiped on the next upgrade because num etc. is yours. Adha r shot share belongs to the package. Make install scatters untracked files dpkg can't see, so always prefix to classr local or wrap it in check install. Forget etc. skell, and every new user lands with a vanilla shell. And a forgotten dpkg divert from someone who left 2 years ago will break upgrades forever. Audit them, document them in that order. So here's the lesson in 6 beats. The FHS top-level map. 8 directories cover 95% of your day. Etc. is yours. Edit it without fear. Exerchats, alternatives is a symlink farm you drive with update alternatives. As are local, for what you build. Opt for vendor blobs, never a tsar bin. dpkg-L and dpkg-S memorize both. They answer every ownership question, and var will fill up at 3 in the morning unless you've already automated the cleanup. Next lesson, users, groups, sudo, the identity layer everything else stands on. Lesson 3 is in the books. The file system isn't a maze anymore. It's a map you read at a glance, and etc. finally feels like home. Next up, a doozer versus user-add. Sudoers.drop-ins done right. Etc. skell for fleet defaults, and the group strategy that sets up real RBAC. Run next lesson, ALXA. Start when you're ready. I'll see you in lesson 4.